Welcome to a celebration that is pure Richard McBride. No black tie, no dinner seating charts. Y'all come and filled with love, admiration, and deep respect. To begin your new role, it seems to me you need a new title. And so I confer upon you this afternoon the title Chaplain Emeritus.
The alert ones in the audience are already wondering. The guy could hardly get out of his chair. What could he possibly say or remember about Richard McBride? So, all bets are off. And whether his heart was hurting or whether his brain was overfilled or whatever, you could always count on him to see things as they really were and speak the truth to you softly. That is a gift that not very many people have. But to have been part of his early nurture as a campus minister is to mean that although you certainly believe you had some part in his ministry, I take full credit for all of it. So thank you for letting me come and praise myself. But you see, Richard's spirit and mind is such that he's laughing. And he almost might say, why didn't I think of that? Thank you very much, Richard, for what you have done in the lives you have touched. Thank you for your contribution of years at Wake Forest and at Elon. Thank you, by the grace of God, Richard McBride.
During the summer of his life, Richard McBride defined the soul of Elon University. We can and do depend on him in times of joy and tragedy, both personal and institutional. Like many of us here, Richard's life and career were shaped by this marvelous community called Elon. He grew the community, and the community grew him, and he developed the community, and this cycle went on. In the summer of your life, you defined the soul of Elon University, and you defined it exceedingly well.
Fall, harvest, abundance, nourishment. Every fall, I pack up my dog and my camera and spend an afternoon at Cedar Rock Park looking for inspiration for my art. No matter which trail I start out on, I always end up on the little creek with the big boulders and the pools of still water. The water mirrors the rich colors of the trees and the sky. The layered leaves in a multitude of shapes and colors and textures float on the top of those reflections. But in the shadow there is no reflection, and I can see into the depths of the water where a gentle, steady current is visible that was not apparent on the surface. Then a twig falls or the dog laps at the edge and the surface ripples, rearranging the colors into unexpected patterns and reflecting bright sparkles of clear light. There are layers upon layers to watch and absorb, and when I leave, I take with me a sense of peace and energy, inspiration and renewal. And so it is with Richard. Inspirational, insightful, reflective, enlightening. I don't know if it's sacrilegious to call prayer art or poetry, but they are. His eloquent words and plain truths speak to the heart, soul, and intellect in equal measure. Prayers are spoken to God, of course, but I always feel like they're spoken just for me. At convocations, I find myself looking forward as much to his invocations as I do hearing the speaker, and have left remembering the prayers longer. Richard has prayed for us through openings and closings, beginnings and endings, celebrations and milestones, national disasters and tragedies here at home, finding meaning where there is no reason. He does, in fact, lead us to still waters. And just when you think you have found a clear reflection, there is a ripple, and he rearranges the colors in a whole new light. And so it is with Richard, still water. Steady current, bright light, a blessing to this university and a blessing to each of us.
William Blake wrote, "In seed time learn, in harvest teach, in winter enjoy." Richard is entering the winter season of his life, which has been described as a time for reflection, restoration, and preparation for what lies ahead. He has spent his entire adult life giving and doing for others, living an exemplary life for all of us at Elon to follow. But now I suspect he will be very busy doing those things he most enjoys. Winter is also considered a time of restoration. Great energy is expended in the formative days of spring and the lengthening days of summer. Winter is when the earth is quietly regenerating in preparation for yet another spring. And so, in your season of winter, Richard, we hope that your new schedule and changing responsibilities will allow you time for personal restoration. Winter is also a time of preparation. Instead of preparing for the next year of college chapel or spiritually stimulating speaker series, you can spend this season preparing for trips to see your grandchildren and maybe the Grand Canyon. Richard, you will always be a part of Elon. Your role is just changing a bit. Wherever you are with us will be your gentle and inquisitive spirit, your warmth and openness to others, and your constant reminder that the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new lands, but in seeing with new eyes in the present now. It is this process of seeking and discovering who we are and being in service to others, being a part of something greater than ourselves, that may be the strongest lesson that we continue to learn. I'm honored to give you on behalf of the university just a token of our appreciation for the many contributions that you have made. And I know that you're hoping that it'll be a stuffed final Christmas. But it's not. It's the new symbol of Elon University. It is next to the change. Thank you very much.
Do you, the university community, release Richard from the duties of university chaplain and bless him as he moves on into his new phase of life?
We offer our blessing upon Richard, having been blessed by him.
Do you offer your encouragement for his ministry as it unfolds in new ways?
We offer our encouragement